Bună ziua! Vă prezint lecția 19 de limba engleză pentru clasele a 7-a și a 8-a din această culegere Grammarway. Lecția noastră include aceste două pagini pe care vă rog să le copiați, captură de ecran sau cum doriți voi, ca să lucrăm exercițiile împreună. So, modal verbs. Can, could, be able to. All of this express ability. Rose and Peter. Peter can read, but his sister Rose can't. Mrs. Turner could jog before she had the accident. Rachel was able to reach the top of the mountain. Can express ability and can't express lack of ability in the present. Example, Kate can speak a foreign language. Tim can't play the piano. Could expresses general ability in the past. Example, Alan could sing very well when he was young, but now he can't. Was or were able to, managed to do, expresses ability that we had in the past in a particular situation. It shows that someone did something but with effort. Example, it was a very difficult test, but Muriel was able to answer all the questions. She managed to answer all the questions. Couldn't expresses lack of ability in the past, either generally or in a particular situation. Example, my little brother couldn't ride a bicycle when he was 2. Generally, not in a particular situation. Helen tried, but she couldn't open the door. She didn't manage to open the door. Lack of ability in a particular situation. We use could with the verbs see, hear, feel, smell, taste, understand, remember, guess, etc. Example, Marian could feel that something was wrong the moment she entered the room. Can has only present and past tenses. We use be able to form all the other tenses, future simple, present perfect, etc. Example, I hope I'll be able to take you out to dinner next week. Exercise 6. Look at the prompts given and, in pairs, make sentences as in the example. They can't enjoy much peace and quiet now. When the children grow up, they'll be able to enjoy some peace and quiet. So now, enjoy much peace and quiet, go out in the evenings. They can't go out in the evenings now. When the children grow up, they will be able to go out in the evenings. Do lots of sports. They can't do lots of sports now. When the children grow up, they will be able to do lots of sports. Visit their friends often. They can't visit their friends often now. When the children grow up, they will be able to visit their friends often. Go to the theater with their friends. They can't go to the theater with their friends now. When the children grow up, they will be able to go to the theater with their friends. Exercise 7. Fill in the gaps with can, can't, could, couldn't, or was, were, able to. So, when I arrived, I could see a few people waiting for the train. After saving their money for 10 years, they were able to buy a house. 3. Sam and Beth can't speak Italian fluently. Can't they? So again, Sam and Beth can speak Italian fluently. Can't they? 4. Could you tie your shoelaces when you were 4 years old? 5. It was a very tricky person, but Paul was able to answer it. I repeat, it was a very tricky question, but Paul was able to answer it. 6. I couldn't hear what they were saying because the music was too loud. 7. Although it was difficult, the children were able to build a tree house. 8. Susan can't come to the phone. She's busy. Exercise number 8. Fill in the gaps with could, couldn't, or was able to. I was walking in the woods one evening when something terrible happened. I slipped and fell down a hill into a stream. It was quite dark and I couldn't see very well. I called for help, but no one could hear me. I had hurt my ankle and I couldn't walk very easily, but I tried. It was terrible walk, no. After some time, I was able to start going up the hill again. It was late and I was cold and wet. I wanted to go home, but it was too far to walk. It took me a long time, but eventually I reached the edge of the woods. There was a house there, so I could call my father. He came in the car and took me home. The following day, the doctor came and examined my ankle. I had to stay in bed for 2 days. It was a week before I was able to walk properly again. Okay, exercise number 9. Choose the correct answer. I couldn't understand what he was saying because he was speaking Spanish. 2. Stephen could walk when he was 1 year old. 3. The door was locked, so I wasn't able to go inside. 4. We haven't been able to go out for a meal since we bought the car. 5. When I'm older, I will be able to live by myself. 6. I can run faster than my brother now. 7. Jenny can't type since she went to college. 8. I can't hear you very well. Please speak louder. 9. We arrived at the shop just as it was closing, so we couldn't do our shopping. 10. My brother can't drive yet. He's too young. Can, could, permission, request, suggestion. We also use can and could too. Ask for permission. Could is more formal and polite than can. Can I play with that? Could I say something? Make a request. Could is more polite than can. Can you explain this word to me, please? Could you find these people's phone numbers, please? Make a suggestion. We can visit the museum tomorrow morning, or we could visit the museum tomorrow morning. Exercise 10. What do can and could express in each sentence? Number 1. We can watch the new show on TV. Suggestion. Number 2. It was cold last Saturday, so we couldn't go on a picnic. Suggestion 2. Number 3. Can I go camping with my friends at the weekend? Permission. Number 4. If we are not feeling well, you could stay at home. Suggestion. And also permission can be. Number 5. Could you shut the window, please? A request. Could I speak to you for a moment, please? Permission. 7. Can you call Greg and tell him I'll be late? Request. Mulțumesc pentru participare. Dacă v-au plăcut exercițiile și le considerați utile, vă rog să lăsați un like. De asemenea, pentru că este un canal gratuit și îl pot menține în continuare gratuit doar dacă am un număr mare de abonați, vă rog să vă abonați și să le comunicați și colegilor voștri despre existența acestui canal. La revedere!